Welcome to this TradeWin channel. This is Thomas, and I'm really excited today to present to you my first work I will be publishing on YouTube, which concerns the revisiting of TTrades ICT Silver Bullet Strategy. So for those who don't know who TTrades is a guy on YouTube, really well-known YouTuber, making videos about strategies he has, backtesting them a bit during his videos. And my goal in this video is to review his strategy. So first of all, I need to say that the reason why I'm doing this is because first, I got interested in the strategy. I viewed many times his video about it, but once again, I was really disappointed by the poor quality backtests performed on this strategy. You can see here FX replay screenshots on the video thumbnail. They are only a few months old, and I'm sorry about that, but this is not serious work. So today, with TradeWin, the objective is to review the strategy, to make it mechanical, because it is not. During the video I saw during the backtesting time, words like, well, this is not really convincing to me, I want to see more. Okay, now let's enter during this up close candle or this breaker block. No, I want to see more. Oh, this looks like it's pretty aggressive. Okay, none of this is a mechanical strategy, and as you understood, TradeWin is about backtesting via computing power trading strategies, and for that I need the protocol, the trading protocol, to be mechanical. So the first thing I did is to convert this strategy into a mechanical one and then backtested it. So that was the quick introduction. If that still interests you, then you can continue watching. In this video, I will revisit the TTrades Silver Bullet strategy to make it mechanical. So this will be a TradeWin adapted, I would say, strategy based on TTrades. Then I will explain what I backtested in terms of strategy variations, and I will make a recall about why what I do is unique out there and why you need to do that in order to gain confidence in your trading. I really encourage you to see first his video before watching what I'm doing. This will be more clear and you will get like an introduction to this video. The first objective, as I said, was to define a mechanical strategy, because obviously, from what I saw in his video, the plan is not mechanical. That's all. So make it mechanical. This is the setup and the trading plan I'm sharing to you. This is the protocol I backtested, inspired by TTrades again. His video is on the link in the description. So the setup, you need to mark the high and the low of the 9 a.m. hourly candle, New York time. This will be defined as the hourly levels. Then when the New York AM Silver Bullet session starts at 10 a.m., we are waiting for one hourly level to be taken, either the high, either the low. This is considered to be the liquidity sweep. Then we wait for market structure shifts in the opposite side of the liquidity sweep with formation of a fair value gap. The entry condition is quite obvious here. We are waiting the price to come back to the fair value gap. And we enter the trade, as I said, in the direction of the market structure shift, while we are still in the Silver Bullet session. If both hourly high and low are taken and still no trade has been executed, we only consider the latest hourly level as the initial sweep of liquidity of the setup, and we start again the routine. I will explain this specific sentence just a bit later because it doesn't appear in the TTrades strategy. The take profit condition is straightforward. We need to reach the opposite 9 a.m. hourly level. And the stop loss is the latest buy and sell liquidity level near the liquidity level was taken. Now is the time where I confront some example of what TTrades did during his backtest session on his video and what the strategy I just shared with you would have done. This is what TTrades does for the July 5th, 2023 on the Nasdaq 1 minute time frame. And this is what TradeWin would have done. So let's take with the graphs the different steps TTrades made. So we have the 10 a.m. finishing hourly candle here, which means that this is the high level. Fine. We see that the hourly high is being taken. Cool. TTrades again explained this in his video. So now we are waiting for a market structure shift to the downside with an entry opportunity. So the price keeps going higher, and finally we achieve the market structure shift below this level. Okay. So here again, what's important to notice is that TTrades doesn't explain how he finds his swing high and lows to decide where the market structure shift could happen or not. And here in this specific trade, he talks about the gray zone you can see, which he marks as a breaker block. So he will enter the trade at the breaker block when price comes back to the breaker block. And that's what's happening here with the little sweep into the zone. So he has been entering the trade here 2 minutes before the 11 a.m. New York time hour. And the trade finally is a win. That's what TTrades says. Now let's go back on the left and see what TradeWin does. So as expected here at 10:02 we breached the New York previously high. That's what we can see in the right. And then we are looking to a market structure shift. So here we have many market structure shift to the downside, to the upside. But remember, in my mechanical TradeWin way, we are waiting for a market structure shift with creation of a fair value gap. Fine. And then we can place a limit order at the entry of this fair value gap. So this is what we have here. But the problem is that it seems that TradeWin did not take any entry. Why is that? That's because the plan was not triggered. That's all. As you can see here, I zoomed out, sorry for the low quality. We had a fair value gap below the market structure shift, which is at 10:44, exactly as stated by TTrades here. You can see the fair value gap. However, the trade wasn't triggered because we never entered this specific fair value gap. Here we just stop below the fair value gap. That's why TradeWin would not have taken any trade here. Next day, July 6th. Let's do that again, marking the 9 to 10 levels. So 10 a.m. is here, the hourly low is here. Okay, we can see that it is swept here, exactly as expected. So now we are waiting for market structure shift to the upside, which occurred here. Perfect. And then we are waiting for an entry. And again here, TTrades doesn't give any global low, precise condition on entering the trade. He uses again a kind of breaker block he defined here in the gray zone. You can see here. So that's where he enters the trade. and finally to have a win. Congrats to TTrades for this trade. But again, this is not mechanical. If we come back to the TradeWin mechanical way, we can see that following the same idea of what I explained previously in the trading protocol, again, as this is computed, I cannot cheat my entries. So 10.01, we take the low, fine. We have a market structure shift to the upside, which is cool. Now, as trading plan says, we need to wait for a fair value gap to the upside to enter the trade. The thing is that during all those candles, 1 minute candles, we do not have any bullish fair value gap. So we are just waiting, this is fine. And finally, we are placing a trade, you can see at 10:30. 10:30 is here, and you wonder why? Because we have a huge fair value gap here. And this will be exactly the entry TradeWin will take. So we enter the trade. When we come back into the zone, the stop level is exactly the low we witnessed here, and the take profit level is the hourly high. That's what trading did, and we finally had a win here with a profit of 1 R. You would say, okay, that's crazy because here TTrade makes like 3 points something R in profits and you just make 1. Okay, that's fair, but I followed my plan. That's exactly what my plan was. My mechanical trading plan says. Here, TTrades invents a new way of entering the trade in this block. That's fine. He does whatever he wants, as long as he is okay with that. My trade is again strictly mechanical. Next and final trade I will review because time is flying is the July 7th. So we can see on the right TTrades. TTrades does exactly the same. We have here the hourly high level being breached here. Perfect. So now, as the plan says, we are waiting for a market structure shift to the downside to enter the trade. Okay? And we don't know how, but TTrades defined here wants to enter on the up close candle, this one. You can see that in this in his video. I promise you there is no mechanical plan here. That's all. Okay, and finally he reached his target, which is here, and makes his profit because here is the hourly low. Now let's have a look on the left at what TradeWin would have done. And there are too many things here happening, so I really want to focus on this trade, and I promise you this is exactly what we would have done. Let's dive in. First, contrary to many traders and YouTubers out there, I give you exactly how I work. I mean, I give you exactly the indicator I'm using to detect the swing high and lows for the market structure shift, which is an essential part of my trading plan. I'm telling you that I'm using the fractals indicator by Nephew Sam with the filter set to 5. You could have a look at the details in the indicator description on TradingView to know what this is about, but I believe this is a nice way to detect swing high and lows. Okay, this is maybe the most important slide in my presentation, so I will take the time I need to address it. I will in live review with you what TradeWin would have done on this 7th of July 2023. First, let's define the Silver Bullet session. Perfect. Let's define the hourly levels from the 9 to 10 hourly candle. Perfect. Now let's dive in. as the plan suggests, we are waiting for either the high or the hourly low to be taken. That's exactly what we have here. Fine. So now I'm waiting for a market structure shift to the downside to enter my trade. So the indicator I presented previously defines this liquidity level as the swing low at this point. And we can see that we effectively breached him. So now we are waiting for a fair value gap to be formed. And that's exactly what we witness here. So at this precise point, it's like 10:15. We are defining a limit order with an entry for a short position at this level, at the entry of the fair value gap. The stop loss is the swing high here, and the take profit level is the hourly low, the opposite hourly level. Perfect. So time goes on, and we can see that we never reach, at this moment, the fair value gap entry. Here we can see that we finally reach the hourly low. And this is a behavior I want to focus on. The plan says, fine, when we reach the opposite hourly level without entering any trade, then we cancel the previous trade and start the routine again, considering only this low. And that's what the crazy sentence here in my trading plan was about. In this example, as the high was taken and still no trade has been executed, and then the low was taken, both hourly high and lows have been taken. So I'm just considering the latest hourly level to be taken as the initial sweep, and I start again the routine, which means that at this point, let's do that again, we sweep the high, we market structure shift to the downside, we have a fair value gap, we enter the limit order, so we set a limit order here, but things happen, we reach the low before taking the high. Sorry to say it again, but this needs to be extremely clear for you. So at this point, I cancel my order and start everything again based on this sweep. So at this point, where is the high, the latest swing high? It's here. Fine. So let's continue. We are here, we go on. Okay, at this point, we can see that there is another swing high created by the indicator I presented previously, the fractals indicator, which means that the latest swing high becomes this one. So we forget the other one. We focus now on this one. So we were here, we continue, and we can see that we effectively breached the swing high, which marks a market structure shift to the upside, according to my definition. We go above the latest swing high. Then, as the plan says, we are looking for a fair value gap. So here you can see an orange rectangle which defines the fair value gap. I made it a bit bigger than what it is really, so you can see it, but it's a very, very thin fair value gap, which means that this is exactly the level I want to enter before the end of the session. And it seems that we reach this level here, and it seems like we reach this level here. So I am entering the long trade this time because we swept the low. I'm setting the stop loss at this precise level and the TP level at the hourly high. And here I finish making my profit target, reaching my profit target here at 12. Okay, So here is again a trade TradeWin had performed automatically based on a mechanical plan. Feel free to review this slide many times. This needs to be crystal clear. Now we understood what the core strategy was. Let's bring some magic here. Talking about parameterized variation of the strategy. So this is the setup as I presented it. You have the setup which is mechanical, the entry condition which is mechanical, the take profit which is clear, there are the hourly levels, and the stop loss condition which is clear also. Let's bring some parameters in there. TTrades only talks about the New York session. Okay, but why wouldn't we try to test this strategy on the London Silver Bullet session? This would mean that the hourly level would be the one before London Silver Bullet session starts, which means from 2 to 3 New York time AM. And then we are going to experience and to test the strategy for the London Silver Bullet session, which occurs between 3 and 4 New York time. Okay. For the take profit condition, let's add something. For example, a fixed risk to reward ratio, 1 or 2 or 3 hours. Hourly levels are cool. That's what TTrades presents in his video, but maybe it's more interesting to just focus on a fixed risk to reward ratio. That's what I did. For the stop loss condition, I just added the fact of setting the stop loss to break even when we reach 1 hour of unrealized gain. Okay. So to sum up this, I tested this strategy, this mechanical strategy, on the London session only, on the New York session only, on both sessions to see if there is a difference, and for different time frames. TTrades uses 1 minute, but why not try to test 1 minute, 5 minutes, and 15 minutes? Why not? We can do whatever we want, because I'm doing this via parameters with powerful computing capabilities. To sum up all of this, as I explained many times, we have one strategy, 3 trading time restrictions. So first, only try London. Second, only try New York AM session for the Silver Bullet, or both of them. We have 4 take profits conditions, the hourly levels, and the 3 risk to reward ratios. 2 stop loss conditions with the break-even one, with the set stop loss to break even, which makes 24 TradeWin strategy variations from the mechanical plan I presented to you at the beginning of this video. Doing this for 3 time frames for 8 symbols, I guess that just with that I'm doing the biggest backtest that was ever recorded in the retail space. We have around 600 TradeWin backtests performed thanks to AWS. Thank you Amazon for providing such capabilities. And this took me exactly 12 hours. This took Amazon 12 hours to perform the backtests. So again, we tested nearly 600 strategies for 15 years in 12 hours. Okay, this is completely mind-blowing, and this is the power TradeWin gives you. And as I say, trading automation is awesome. So for those who just have a look at this video for the first time, I need to make a quick recall on what TradeWin Backtest is about. If you followed the video, you understood that we performed nearly to 600 backtests with around 700,000 trades being locked. details about the TradeWin backtest won't be presented in that video. So here are some questions I'm asking you after seeing what I'm doing. Would you rather trust your gurus with partial backtest results on their YouTube video and then spend your capital, purchase prop firm challenges and try to become millionaire with an unproven edge and blowing some of your funds, personal funds? Or would you rather buy professional level backtesting data? You would be able to verify yourself, to have insights on those strategies no one will ever give you. And that's pretty awesome how the human nature works, because most people will stay in the first possibility. They will prefer trusting people, try and blow accounts from prop firms instead of just making sure that what they are doing has been proven before and could result in future prosperity. So I will let you think about that. But as you understood, this is a professional level data I'm providing. No one will ever give you that. And of course, I'm willing to talk about that with you. So don't hesitate to contact me via X or email and to be added to the waiting list if you are ready to purchase those data. Quickly, you should really consider doing that because backtesting is essential for any serious trader. This is taken from my first YouTube video presentation on backtest via TradeWin. Doing that, you will be able to make really informed decisions and increase your confidence in your strategy. It costed hedge fund managers Tom Basso millions of dollars to build backtesting software he really needed because he wasn't able to do this by himself. Today, I'm the first one to present this kind of work to you, and it won't cost you millions of dollars. And last but not least, most traders make incomplete to no backtesting at all, and so do most of your YouTube gurus, even if they tell the opposite. And only serious traders have a critical view on what they are told by their favorite gurus. Do you think that TTrades, before making his video with hundreds of thousands of people watching it, has conducted a serious backtest? I'm sorry, but the answer is probably not. He did it for some months, which is cool, but this is not a complete work. And I'm willing to work with any YouTuber who wants to backtest his strategies to complete the study they make about the strategy they share to the world. So if this doesn't ring any bell to you, maybe this meme will. Now you understood that TradeWin is really a game changer in the backtesting of trading strategies for retail. And that's why I'm really here to change the narrative about what you are told on YouTube. What you will get when you purchase this data is again the results for more than 700,000 trades for nearly 600 strategies on 8 quotes from 15 to 20 years. You will get for each strategy the win rate, the gain-loss ratio, the total profits you would have made, the average gain per trade, the frequency of the trade opportunities you will get trading the strategies, the max losing streak, which will help you to size your positions. These unique insights are given by TradeWin. And I'm concluding this video saying thank you for your support. I'm really excited to see how TradeWin becomes to shake the world out there. And I'm ready and I'm available to talk with you via X, via mail. Please contact me. And if you're interested in the work I do, please share it. It will help me getting louder in that space. Thank you again and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.